Hi, today I'm going to show you how to create an Excel spreadsheet for the budget that you created for Jim. The budget will end up looking like this when you are all finished. So I'm going to teach you exactly how to create this on Excel. Please feel free to click pause at any time if you need to stop, and you can have up my video and your Excel screen on the same window so that you can do it at once. Alright, so everybody open up a new Excel spreadsheet. Okay. Blank spreadsheet that looks like this. Alright. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to click into cell A1, which should already be clicked into. You can see which one you're in because it tells you right here, A1. So I'm in A1, alright, and I am going to hit Jim's monthly budget dash October and hit enter. Okay, now as you can see, it goes all the way through to B1 and C1, but that's okay. That's okay. What we're going to do is we're going to take A and we're going to highlight it all the way to B, and we're going to merge these cells. So I have A1 and B1 highlighted, and we're going to click this right here where it says merge and center. Okay, and then we're going to put our cursor at the end of the B so it turns into this little cross. When it does that, I'm going to drag this out so that we can fit everything that we need. And I'm going to drag it quite a ways. And then I'm going to drag A out quite a ways. So now if you look, my A column and my B column are both pretty big. Okay? They're a lot wider than like my C, D, and E columns, which is what we want. All right? I'm going to click back into A1. And I'm going to italicize and bold Jim's monthly budget. So I'm going to click the B up here for bold and the I up here for italicize. I'm also going to shade this in yellow. So I'm going to click the fill color, which is already set to yellow, and that's going to turn it yellow. Please feel free to pause here if you need to and make sure that yours looks like mine. Next thing I'm going to do is click into cell B1. Or B2, I'm sorry. Click into cell B2, and you're going to write the word budget amounts. All right, and this I want to be bold. So I'm going to click out of B2 and then back into B2 and hit bold, and I'm also going to center this so that it looks like that. Okay. I'm going to click into cell A3, and I'm going to type income and enter. I'm going to click back into cell A3, and I'm going to bold and italicize income. I'm going to click into cell A4, and I am going to type in gross income. I'm going to hit enter. I'm going to type less taxes / deductions, hit enter. I'm going to hit equals income, hit enter. Let's spell out equals income, otherwise it thinks I'm doing a formula. And then after that I'm going to put other income and hit enter. Okay. I'm going to take all of these things by clicking in cell A4, holding down my mouse and dragging it all the way down so that everything is highlighted from cell A4 to A7. And I'm going to go over here and I'm going to right align all of this so that it lines up to the right. All right. The next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to type in my budget amounts for these categories. Okay. So over here is my budget amounts. My gross income that we found yesterday is going to be $5,260. Okay. My taxes and deductions are $1,412. Oops. Okay, enter. And then I'm going to stop there. All right. I would like to format this whole row, but I'm going to do that later. So I'm going to do a formula where it says equals income. What I'm going to do is I'm going to hit the equals sign. I'm in cell B6 right now. I'm going to hit the equals sign, and I am going to click into cell B4. I'm going to hit the minus sign, and I'm going to click into cell B5 and hit enter, and it will actually do the math for me. It just took my gross income, it subtracted out my deductions, and that gave me my income. And other income, we can put 0. We don't have any other income. All right, click now into cell A8. In that cell, you're going to put total income. All right, we want this one. If you click out of it, you hit enter, and then you click back into it. We're going to bold it and italicize it, and we're going to left align this one. Okay. In this one, our total income is going to, we're going to do another formula. All of our formulas start with an equal sign. So we're going to hit equals. Our total income equals our income plus other income. And there you see, it equals to 3,848. Let's go ahead and bold that because that's all the income we're going to be working with. Okay, very good. Click now into A9. In A9, we are going to start with our expenses. So go ahead and write expenses, hit enter. Okay, go back into A9 and you are going to bold it, italicize it, and you're also going to left align it. Under expenses, go ahead and write fixed expenses in cell A10 and click back into it. You are going to italicize it and left align it. Do not bold this one. Hit enter and click into cell A11. We're going to list all of our fixed expenses that we came up with. So we have savings, magazine subscription to Time, car loan for our smart car, oops, rent, our cell phone bill to AT&T, our cable bill to Comcast, our health club membership, and our student loans to U of M. Go ahead and highlight all of your fixed expenses. So it's going to be cells A11 to A18. Highlight them all. Remember, you do that by clicking into cell A11, holding down your mouse, and dragging it down to cell A18. Once you do that, I want you to go ahead and right align all of your fixed expenses. Okay? Very good. Now we're going to go ahead and put in all of our fixed expenses. So savings, we have 384. Magazine subscription is 10. Car loan is 385.66. Rent is 985. Cell phone bill is 75. Cable bill 50. Health club membership 50. And student loans 200. All right, very good. Go back and click into cell A19, and we are going to write here total fixed expenses. And hit enter. When you do that, go back into cell A19, and what I want to do is I want to bold it, italicize it, and left align it so that it's lined up on the left-hand side. And we're going to do another equation. All right, what we want to know is how much we're paying in total fixed expenses. So over here in B19, I'm going to hit an equal sign because we're doing an equation. And we're going to sum up all of our fixed expenses. So go ahead and put equals the sum and then put a left parenthesis in there. So it should look like this right now. Equals sum left parenthesis. Now we're going to tell it by dragging. So click into cell B11, hold down your mouse and drag it all the way down to cell B18. And then put your right parenthesis after it and hit enter. That's going to actually add everything up for you so that you don't have to do it. And there it is. Our total is $2,139.66. Did I do that correctly? Let me just make sure. 250, 75, 985, 385, 66, 10. Oh, this should be 384.80 up here. I'm sorry. Our savings is 384.80. But when I fix that in cell B11, notice what happens to my total fixed expenses. They will also change to $2,140.46 because you put it in an equation. It changes automatically when you change anything up here. All right, very good. Go down to cell A20. In cell A20, we're going to write in there variable expenses. And hit enter, go back into cell A20, and I want you to italicize and left align. Do not bold this one. Click into cell A21, and we are going to list our variable or changing expenses. These are the ones that change every month. So in cell A21, we have our electric bill from ComEd. Then we have our gas bill from NICOR. Notice these are automatically right aligning. If they're not, we're going to switch those afterwards so that they do automatically right align. Then we have gifts from a birthday. We have entertainment from the KISS concert. And grocery shopping. Okay, again, if yours haven't right aligned, then you're going to highlight them all and click this right align button so that all of your variable expenses are right aligned. Now let's go ahead and put the numbers in, starting with cell B21. Our electric bill is $81, our gas bill is $95, our gifts are $30, our entertainment is $45, our grocery shopping is $335. Okay. Now we want to add these up, so let's put a total column in cell A26. It's going to say total variable expenses. Hit enter, go back into cell A26. We're going to bold, italicize, and left align this. Okay, and then go to cell B26, and we're going to do another equation, a sum equation. So hit equals the sum left parenthesis, and we're going to highlight by clicking into cell B21, holding it down, and highlighting all the way down to cell B25, and then hit your right parenthesis and enter, and you should get 586. Okay, let's go ahead and bold 586. Let's go up to our total fixed expenses in cell B19 and bold that as well. I forgot to do that earlier. All right, looking good. All right, back to cell A27. In A27, we're going to put total expenses, in parentheses, fixed plus variable. Okay, and we are going to click back into cell A27, and we are going to bold, italicize, and left align this. Okay. Click into cell B27. We're going to do another equation. So this one wants to know what our total expenses are at. So we're going to do equals, and we're going to click into our total fixed expenses, which is cell B19. And then we're going to hit the plus sign, and we're going to click into our total variable expenses, which is cell B26. And then hit enter. It should add it up for us. And you should get a total of $2,726.46. Go ahead and bold that number because it's a total. All right, Go back down now into cell A28, and we are going to write total income minus total expenses equals budget surplus slash deficit. So we are going to see, and look at mine's not fitting, so I'm going to actually go back up here to the column A and put my cursor between A and B. When it turns into this little cross, I can hold down my mouse and I can drag it to the right so that everything fits. Okay? Go ahead and bold and italicize and left align that. We want to know if basically we have a budget surplus or a budget deficit. So we're going to click into cell B28, and we are going to take our total income and subtract out our total expenses to see if we get a positive number or a negative number. So let's do an equation. Equals our total income, which is going to be in cell B8, so go ahead and click in B8, minus our total expenses, which we just found in cell B27, so click in B27 and hit enter. It looks like we have a positive number, so we have $1,121.54. Go ahead and bold that. Left over, so we have underneath that a budget surplus. And go ahead and right align your budget surplus. That's a good thing. That means we're spending less than we're making, which we want to be doing. A budget deficit means we're spending more than we're making, so that's not a good thing. We don't want to see a budget deficit. If we saw a budget deficit, we'd have to go in and rework our expenses and try to save some money. All right, we're almost there. Hang in there. Please feel free to pause at any time. But the next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to click up into cell B4, hold it down, and I'm going to highlight all the way down to cell B28. These are all of my numbers. I'd like to format all of my numbers so that I get them to look like monetary values. So I'm going to right click once it's highlighted and go to Format Cells. From there, the number tab should be pulled up. You're going to actually click on Currency. Make sure that it says 2 decimal places and the symbol should be a $sign, and then you want the negative numbers to say that they're negative by this first one right here, and then hit OK. Look what happens to all of your numbers. They turn into dollars, which was very easy to do. Okay, let's go ahead and shade our budget surplus. So click into B28 and we're going to make it yellow.